So I already told y'all that I got a job. Now the question is, how the hell you get that job, right? I don't even want us to like play this game.
All you gotta do is listen, you get
the job. No, all you gotta do is hard work. If you don't want to watch nothing else I got to say after that line, you may as well just stop the video now. But it's hard work. It is. You don't need all the degrees and certifications. Let's be clear. You really don't. People get excited like, well, did you need all those degrees? Did you need all those certifications? You really don't. It depends on what type of work you want to do. It depends on how much you want to get paid and how much you want to be able to have negotiating rights to get a good job. So for me, when I was no longer working at my last job, I decided I wanted a break. Like I was like, you know what? If I can't find a job that's going to be remote, I don't want to go anywhere because so many companies are still super remote. And I just don't feel like I want to go to one where I got to get back in traffic. To be honest with you, the devil for me was traffic. That's the devil. Side note, we just got so many people moving to Charleston who then live up north, and they've been doing nothing but riding city buses and catching Ubers and stuff. Now they go get these big ass vehicles and they don't know how to drive them. First of all, you ain't know how to drive a small vehicle. Now you coming with this big ass vehicle and you up here in the way. And they ain't got shit to do in the morning just like you. You know, it's just too much. And that just drives me crazy because it's just, I'm gonna be real, it's a bunch of vineyards that's aggravated with these companies. Yeah, we happy y'all stimulating the economy and all that stuff, but we ain't even ready because we ain't got no roads for y'all. But anyhow, the next thing is you got to go out there and you cannot put all your eggs in one basket. People always say to me, I'm really trying to find a job, so I'm going to apply here and see what they say. No, that sounds crazy. The same way they getting hundreds of applicants in, you got to do the same thing. So that's what I did to get my job. I knew that I was looking for something particular. First of all, I really was looking for something that was remote. Second of all, I was looking for something where culture was number one for me. I did not want to come into work and backdoor people by firing them on stuff that I didn't correct or attempt to correct before I let them go. That was my biggest thing. I had already been in a place where the simplest things takes a conversation to either fix or come to an agreement that you just no longer need to be here. And when you look like person just coming to work and, oh, we no longer need that position. Well, damn, you damn sure need it. And tell them how you want them to fix it and tell them how fast you want them to fix it. But anyhow, they don't fix it, which most people don't, especially if you give it over a crazy period of time. You can always estimate the time based on the behavior. When people don't fix it, then guess what you do? Then you fire them. And now both people can't feel bad. Like, at the end of the day, somebody ain't got a job, but somebody ain't been doing the job anyhow. But to be honest with you, my biggest thing was, and don't laugh at my brushes, these brushes tired. Probably need to be a police. So I applied all over the place. If you go and look at a video, and guess what? I'll tag it right here for you. I'll tag that video. 10 different job boards that you can use. Matter of fact, I'm not just gonna tag one video for you, because everything I put on my channel, I try myself or I experience using. I'll also put this one all about LinkedIn. I went online and I went crazy because I applied to, oh my God, several jobs. But the same way they were interviewing me, I was interviewing them. So that's what I did to get my job. Like when I went to these places, I had a plenty of jobs that I'm like, dang, cut it. So if they didn't call me back or they interviewed me and they didn't, I was absolutely fine with that. Or, you know, if they offered a job or whatever, because I had quite a few like job offers or whatever, I was like, no, that ain't working for me. And so I want you to know that that's how I got my job. I had tons of applications out there. Like I think in that 3-month period of time, and I had started applying before.
Be fine, ass.
I had interviews from that too, so that was good. But I racked up on the interviews, and not just a first interview, but I had several second and third interviews where I came down to being like the last candidate. Some of them I just knew I didn't want to do. They'd call me and say, well, we still doing this, we still doing that. And I'd be like, okay, that's telling you my interest right there. Second thing, you know, there were quite a few where they would ask me like if I wanted to go to next steps, and I said, no, I'm no longer interested. If that's by email, if that's by phone, because I can tell from the culture it wasn't there. So with this job, the first thing I did, like I said, I didn't put all my eggs in my baskets. People be like, oh, I'm looking for a job, I'm looking for a job, I'm looking for a job. But you going out and spending all your leisure time BSing around. If you're looking for a job and you really want a specific job, you want a specific pay, you want specific benefits, you want specific perks, y'all, this thing takes you sitting down and investing in it. If you're not working, your full-time job is to find a job. If you are working, then your part-time job is to find a job. And that means keep track of these jobs, because you're going to go back and ask them what's the update, You want to keep track of what kind of company's telling you no, what type of positions telling you no. You want to make sure that at the end of the day, you got so many offers or so many opportunities out there that multiple people should be either responding to you or that you don't feel like the world has ended when that one job tells you no. So I applied to so many damn jobs. I went from saying, when I finally got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm not sitting home for 3 months. I probably should go back to work. My first thing was like, I applied to 5 jobs a week. That was my goal. I was like, as long as I apply to 5 jobs a week, I made it where every Wednesday morning, I sat down and applied like crazy. It's too easy to apply. Indeed makes it so easy. So I really don't understand why people be like, oh, I applied here and I waiting to see what they say. That's on you. That's why you still sitting either at that job you don't like, or you still sitting at that pay that ain't cutting the bills, or whatever. And when people come at me with that, y'all, I lose patience. I didn't lose patience in myself because I was kicking butt. I went like a month, not even a month. I probably went like a couple weeks of 5 jobs a week. I went a little while of 5 jobs a week. And then finally, when I started feeling like, okay, my savings account is getting low, and like I made a goal for myself, if my savings account got to this point, then I was going to be more aggressive about it or be willing to take a job that I probably didn't, like another generalist job. My goal was I want to move up, but I was like, okay, I'll take another generalist job if my savings get to this point. So what I started doing was I was like, I ain't trying to get there. I am determined on pushing my career up. And so I applied to 5 jobs a day. With this company right here, they were in my Tuesday job. By Thursday, I had a phone interview with them. By the next week, I went in for an in-person interview. And by the next week, I started. And at the same day that I had the interview with them, the phone interview with them, I had another phone interview that same day, that afternoon. And when I went for the in-person interview with them, I had a Zoom in-person interview with 2 other companies. That's how I got my job. I work my butt off. I don't want anybody to be like, all you got to do is this. No, you need a good resume. You need good communication skills. You need to be organized so you can keep track of your jobs. And you need to apply like a fool. All right. That's about that for that, because I got to go to work. I ain't got all day to play with y'all. Because see, everybody be asking them questions like, how you get your job, girl? Oh, how you did that? No. Chick worked 10 years in the stuff. Learned what she needed to learn. Got more qualified than she needed to. Watch people who did not have even a fraction of her certification. And don't talk about my makeup, because this might quick too, because I run late for work. Watch people who wasn't qualified get these jobs, make 2 times of what I made, and still expect me to do their job. That ain't in my job description. And I started using that line like a fool. I ain't saying no lie. I showed that. I don't think. Hell yeah, I know how to do them. Am I gonna do them? That's the question. You ain't paying me for it. If you're in my job description, that's what you're paying me for. Anyhow, now y'all got me venting. I just want y'all to know it's hard work to find a job, particularly one you want. Like, go out here, and another thing I did, I mean, I've already talked to the people who've been in this position before me, because HR world is small in Charleston. I mean, and when I say talk to them, like, I've seen them at meetings, and we had quick chats, so we sat at the table together, da-da-da. Most people go on an event when they get into like company. A lot of times if a topic come up from a presenter, you're going to hear people just even being like, yeah, because my company's not hearing that. Oh, my company's this, my company's that. You can hear a lot of that. Give me 2 seconds. And from the chick who I had spoken to, she never said that. She was like, I like working here. They cool. I was like, how you like to drive? And like, this was a simple conversation. It's so funny because I didn't know we're thinking about working here. I just wondered how it was, because I was like, that's a unique place to work. When I heard her say that was in my mind when I saw that job post, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to apply to this place. So look at these companies, like pay attention to salary.com, pay attention to Glassdoor. As y'all can see, this ain't no makeup channel. Like, I do the bare basics. I can knock it out. If I like it, I like it. If I go into work, it's quick. If I'm going out for a night, it takes some time and perfect that thing. I think I've taken a bunch of pictures. Oh, it's really about to be real. And then if I'm going to the house of the Lord, my daddy always say, you give the Lord your best. You drive your best car. Keep your car clean, you wear your best clothes, and you look nice for the Lord. So that's my mentality. When I go to church, I take my time with that makeup, that outfit, that clothes, that hair. That's for the Lord, man. The Lord's too good to me for me not to look good for him. I'm gonna look good for this old raggedy date, but I ain't take my time to look good for the Lord. Stop it. Sound foolish. I just need to really cover these black eyes. But anyhow, so I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, I found my job because I went on Indeed, I went on LinkedIn, I network, and imagine networking online. Oh, that was a trip, but it worked. I had several interviews from that. I got up every morning, like I've been going to work, and logging on my computer and wait, ham. Like, I did not sit up there and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna apply later.
Oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my girls first. Oh, I'm gonna apply on the weekend. Oh, I'm gonna apply when I get a break.
So apply like you would when you go into that job. If you go to that job 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and you ain't got that job no more, get your ass on the computer from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. That's how I find my job. Okay, enough of this. I gotta go to work. Oh, I'll talk to y'all for a little bit, until I finish my list. You got LinkedIn, you got Monster, you got ZipRecruiter. These places I get so fancy, they send you emails. Now I got to the point where I kept it narrowed down to LinkedIn and Indeed because I couldn't take the spam stuff from everywhere else. I was getting so many spam interviews and spam emails that I was just like, stop, I unsubscribed. And that just made me stay focused on those areas. I also paid attention to the news. I went on the website and I paid attention. Facebook too. I got into different groups where I was like, let me see where they posted these jobs. And I truly went out there and like applied. When they were like, we got opening. That's something y'all don't do. Oh, how you get your job? I applied. I looked. I searched. I did a lot. So I want y'all to do the same thing. I feel like I already been beating up on people because I am getting so many inboxes where people are asking me like tedious questions. And I'm like, I want to help you, but this is a paid service. Like, so I don't mind doing it, but to get my expertise, it does cost a fee. So I am going to do some Q&As where you guys can come on. And I'm going to start at 30 minutes. If y'all won't get on, I'm going to leave it at 30 minutes. If y'all get on, I'm going to push it up to an hour. You can ask me any question you want. If you got a specialized question that you're like, no, I need more detailed information, then keep your eyes open, set your alerts, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because I have some great stuff that's coming up where you can get me on a call with you for whatever time frame you choose. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. Schedule your time into my day. We can do a Zoom call in front of each other because I'm still trying to be safe and I know all y'all ain't vaccinated. So let's just go ahead and do a Zoom call and I will give you specialized information. If you want me to review your resume, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not telling y'all all the details because I gotta get my behind work. Thank y'all so much for joining Hey HR, yay! And I hope y'all watch the next video. I seriously love y'all, appreciate the love.